Hey, welcome back to Enigmatica 2, where in the last video, we started exploring the two other magic mods required to get to Ex Nihilo, being Astral Sorcery and Botania. We've done the absolute minimum required here to be able to start mass-producing Mana Steel, because that's kind of the only bottleneck for making civs. So on my own, I have just left this going for a while to make quite a lot of mana, and I've made myself a few civs, but I also have some of this iron here that I'd like to transform. And I figured this should be pretty satisfying to watch, so let's see. If I drop all of that on, look at that. Oh, I missed that third stack. There. It's a lot of mana steel. And I still have a decent chunk of mana left. Okay, I'll convert that in a bit. I just wanted to get that out of the way. But the plan for this video, if I've gathered all the civs, is to fully automate them on, I think I'm only going to need gravel and dust, and hopefully try and get some of the processing down. And I've been thinking about it on my own, about what kind of processing I want to do, and I realized that with the sieve, it's entirely passive. So the only two ways to generate resources quicker is to either make the processing more efficient, or to just add more sieves. And adding sieves is a lot easier than making something more efficient, and also, there's a good chance I'm getting environmental tech pretty soon, and that massively outclasses Ex Nihilo. So I don't really need this to be good, it just needs to work and be automated. So I'm gonna have some fun with this. When I eventually get onto environmental tech, that one I am gonna have to automate pretty optimally, but I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, I just want to make all of these sieves, and I think I'm going to need 75, because I can see what it is that I actually get out of this, and I'm going to need gravel in a flint mesh to be able to get coal, and I'll probably do it in a diamond mesh to get as many diamonds and emeralds as I can. All of the ores I also get from dust, so I don't really need to optimize for that. I just have so much of it to get through. And sand also gives me exactly the same ores as I get from gravel, but it also has aquamarines and prismarine, which honestly I don't think I need, so I'm just gonna skip sand for the time being. And then on dust, all I really need is the redstone, so yeah, I may as well do diamond mesh to maximize the redstone, and so does quartz as a nice bonus as well. And again, it's all the same ores. Not getting the gunpowder is a bit annoying, but I think I can do without. At least for right now, I don't need huge amounts of gunpowder. So then that's the plan. I get 3 maximum size sieves, which is a 5x5. I have one doing dust on a diamond mesh, one with gravel in a flint mesh, and one with gravel in another diamond mesh. That comes out to 75 sieves, and if I've done my calculations correctly, that should be what I get from this mana steel. It is going to require a lot of diamonds to convert it to mana infused though. And I'd rather not just sit here and wait forever, so I'm going to see if there's something else I can do on the side. I'm going to need to get 3 of these auto sifters, and they shouldn't be too difficult to get. I'm pretty sure I power them, yeah, with water wheels. These are kind of expensive. I don't know how good they are. I guess we'll find out. But I'm going to... Oh, stone axles are so expensive. Okay. I think I'm going to have my work cut out for me right now. So I'm just going to need to make a lot of stone gears. Half a stack should suffice for the immediate future. Oh, and I also need stone rods? Oh, that's not so bad actually. I can make half a stack of them too. So I'm just going to make 3 stone axles I'm going to need for the auto sifter. I guess I can just put aside the 12 gears I need for the auto sifters and just convert the rest into axles, because I'm going to need quite a few of these. And then I'm going to need 6 hoppers. I have 6 spare chests. Don't quite have enough iron though. I can melt down a little more. And then I just need to make the 30 plates, and I can get the 6 hoppers. And that's enough for the 3 auto sifters. Right. How's the mana infused going then? I've already got 2 stacks of it, so pretty close. I guess I can get the rest of this then. I should have enough planks and sticks. So just enriched alloy and nickel plates. I've got a bunch of nickel here. Probably not enough though. That's fine, I can melt down some more. And while I wait for that, I can get the enriched alloy. and I can turn the mana infused ingots into gears. Then I can press up all of that nickel, and then I can finally craft 45 more sieves. And that should leave me with 77, because I also accounted for making 2 more heavy sieves. Because I just want to have 1 heavy sieve for each mesh, just in case I want to do anything manually. I don't have the meshes yet though. I did get some as a reward. Don't know where the string one is though, I think I consumed it. Oh well, I'm going to be making a ton more. Because now that I have all of these sieves, I need to make the meshes to go in them. And something tells me I just don't have enough string for that. Yeah, this is all the string I've got. And that's enough for 13 meshes. Not even a quarter of what I need. Well then, I guess I can get string from industrial hemp. I can probably farm a decent amount of it. I think I can remove all of the wheat I've got in one of these and just replace it with industrial hemp. And maybe that can get me enough? I don't know. I guess I may as well remove this one too. And I guess I'll just leave that to run for a while. And I can come back after I've done some other things. Because I am going to need to do quite a few other things. Even just on making some of the sieves, or some of the meshes rather, I'm going to need so many resources. Because 2 of these are going to be on diamond meshes, so that's going to need a lot of diamonds. And I do have quite a few diamonds, but I don't think even that's going to be enough. Oh, actually, I have 2 diamonds spare. Okay, I'm not going to have to go mining for diamonds then, but I need an equal amount of iron and even more flint. So I guess I'm going to be doing that for a while. How many diamonds was this? Almost 5 stacks. Great. If I double it, I should have enough iron. And as for the flint, I can probably make that. I have a lot of gravel. I need a little over 7 stacks, though. That should be enough. Yeah, actually doing the maths on it, it's 7 stacks and another 2 flint. So a lot of flint, but I have that. And then if I start processing all of this iron, I should have enough iron to make all of the meshes. I needed 33 blocks and another 3. I've got 35 blocks, and there's even more on the way. So I think I'm good. And there we go, that's all of the iron I'm gonna need. So once I get all of the meshes that I need, I should be able to just upgrade them as need be. And this hemp grows pretty quickly, so I've been harvesting it relatively often. So let me see, after 1 more harvest, that's pretty close. That's enough even. That's more than enough actually, because I need 64 plus 11. Oh, there's no way to convert the meshes back. I guess I just have too many meshes then. Okay, time to convert them all. I need to turn all of them into flint meshes, then 50 of them into iron, and then 49 into diamond. But I forgot that I already had 1 diamond mesh, so I just have 1 spare iron mesh, I guess. But there we go, that's all of the meshes. So now I just need to finish getting these auto sifters set up, and for that I'm going to need how many water wheels? Because the more water wheels I add, the faster the sieves will work. I think I'll make 9. 3 for each auto sifter. That should be fine. I'm going to need to make quite a lot more stone axles though. And I can make the 9 water wheels. Right, so that should be everything that I need to be able to get the sieves going. Now I need stuff to actually give it the gravel and dust it needs. So for starters, I'm going to need a cobble generator. And there doesn't seem to be an easy way to do that. How fast can I make an igneous extruder go? Or maybe I can do this with a barrel? Because it wouldn't consume the lava, and that's the hard part here. Oh, wait, there's Nuclearcraft cobble gens, and they're super cheap. Okay then, I just need a couple of these. I think I'm probably going to need the dense one, or the compact rather. Yeah, I doubt this is going to use more than 64 cobblestone a second. Even if the sieves were to work in 1 second, then it'd be 75 a second. But I don't know if I can convert it into gravel and dust that quickly. I guess we'll see how it goes. This is the first problem to solve. I think 64 cobblestone a second is fine. So I need 8 of these. So I need more basic platings. Oh, I should have enough lead. I don't have too much lead, but that should be enough. Yeah, 54 more lead should be plenty. Right, well, there's all of the basic platings I need. Now, are these buckets consumed? No. There we go. There's 8 cobblestone generators to turn into a compact cobblestone generator. Well, now we're at the problem of what do I use to convert this. I could use something like a pulverizer, or I could use a crusher. It's a bit slow though. Mechanism and crusher would be a bit too expensive. Immersive crusher is a bit too big. Is there an auto hammer? Yes, and there's an auto compressed hammer. That's probably easier, because that would be a lot quicker. But then I need to convert it into a block again. But this is the cheapest way I know of to convert cobblestone into gravel and then sand and then dust. And with the idea I have in mind, I think I'm going to need 5 of them. But that needs a lot more diamonds. And I've got 8 diamonds. I guess I'm going mining then. With the scanner, it shouldn't be too bad. Because then I can just do a big scan and see exactly where all the diamonds are. There we go, that should be enough diamonds. That was not very hard at all. So I'm going to need to get 45 diamond hammers. And it's just now dawned on me the amount of inventory space this is going to require. Because these do not stack. But I can do a method like this. There we go. 5 compressed diamond hammers. Please tell me I have enough to make the auto-compressed. I don't quite have enough steel, so I can just quickly make a bit more of that. There we go. Now I have enough for this. So there's 5 auto-compressed hammers. Now what can I get to compress them into blocks? I have a suspicion analog crafters are going to be a bit too slow here. Oh, what about the auto-compressor? If I was clever, I could probably do this with only 3, but I'm not bothered to do that extra brain think, so I'm just going to get 5. And I don't even know how quick these are. I guess I can test then. It needs power, but when it's got power, that's pretty quick. How quick is the auto-compressed hammer? Not very. So I probably could have managed with just the 3. So I'll just put 2 of these away. So that should be everything that I need now to fully automate the sieves. Do I have the processing immediately connected, or do I have some kind of storage middle ground? That's going to depend on one thing. I need to do another test here. Yes, that does work. Okay, and this is where it's not terribly quick, so I guess I can put both of those to work doing this. So that can compress all of the ores for me. Then I just need the thing to process them. And I have an interesting idea. Because as I said at the beginning, it doesn't need to be the most efficient practice. Because I'm going to be throwing so many ores at this that it really doesn't matter. I'm going to be filling my storage really quickly anyway. So I want to check something. I've got this infernal furnace, and this is strictly better than a regular furnace because it can... I don't know if it's quite double the resources, but it creates bonus nuggets and other materials. Oh, if it creates nuggets, is it worth storing them or is it worth compressing them? I'll test this again. Yep, it works. Okay, so that can probably just take all of the different nuggets. So I'll get 1 more of them. And the last thing I wanted to test was if a hopper works into this. I think that's a no. I'm not sure what else can put items in here. Because do they strictly have to be thrown in like that? I think so. Oh, but that is very slow. Can I at least do multiple at a time? No, I don't think so. I could probably get a lot of these furnaces to keep up with demand, but it's going to be a bit too much of a logistical hassle. Oh, and it doesn't even make that much bonus. I was really hoping I could get this to work, but I think that's going to be a no. And that's why you test. I guess I could probably just use a series of pulverizers into some kind of a furnace. I could probably bypass that entirely by just using a flux anodizer redstone furnace. It can only smelt ores if I do it that way, but it's already double. So why not? Redstone furnace isn't too bad to get. Neither is the specialization. Sure. I'm just gonna have to make another machine frame real quick. Then I can make a redstone furnace, and then I can make the flux anodizer's augment for it. So that should, in theory, be everything I need to process this. The last thing I'm going to need then is the storage. And for that, you really can't do any better than drawers. I am going to need a ton of chests though. And I'm not bothered to craft anymore, so I'm just going to steal them from this village. Now, how many of these drawers am I going to need? I'm going to need 17 slots just out of all the stuff I get from the sieve. But do I really care about something like flint? No, I don't think so. So then 16, so then I just craft this once. Then to make the drawer controller, I need any drawer. So I'll just make one of these. And what actually do I need for the drawer controller? I need some reinforced stone. I need some redstone engineering blocks, but I only have one spare. But it's not terribly expensive to make another one. I just needed a bit more constantan. And then last, I need skystone. And I think I just mined that. There's an asteroid over here I can mine from. And I wonder if I can find the chest while I'm at it. Oh, yeah. There we go. All it's got is a calculation press. So I'm going to have to find a couple more of those. But I'll worry about that later. For now, I just need the skystone so that I can make that drawer controller. Right. Now I think that is everything that I need for this. So then I just need to set it all up. And the big question now is, where do I set this up? I was thinking of making it its own building, but now I think I'm just going to put it in here somewhere. Because I've got a pretty good amount of space in here, and it is close to the power source, so sure, I can set things up here. Would it be a bad idea to stack these on top of each other? I should give them a little bit of space, just enough for the items to come out. And now I realize just how big this is going to be. Do I want the water wheels going that way, or should I have them coming out over here? I think over here is probably the best bet, and I can have the processing around here. Yeah, that makes it fit much nicer. Now comes putting in all the meshes. And I think I'll have sand on the top and flint on the other two. Or gravel on the other two, rather. Flint in the middle. Even though you can't tell, just adds a little bit of symmetry. I also need to just seal off these side bits so I don't start spilling items everywhere. And I figured I may as well do it out of grey concrete to fit with the theme. I also need to finish off the wall for exactly the same reason. Then I just need to put the water in here to run the water wheels. Oh god. I can fix this. Yeah. That seems to be fixed. And all the water wheels are spinning. Not as much as I was expecting them to, and a bit unevenly at that. But they're spinning, so then it should be sieving. Just looking at this, I kind of want to have the water wheels make it to the wall. Yeah. There we go. Now it's all the way to the wall, and it should be spinning a little bit quicker. And I kind of want to continue these encased bricks out, just to complete the pattern. I don't know if I like the fact that it doesn't line up with the wall, but it's good enough. I think that looks pretty cool. Now to get the processing step. So I need to get these 3 auto compressors in, but I don't think I like that position. This should auto export cobblestone, right? Whew, yeah, it's already generated a lot. So that gets auto compressed. Then I'm going to need to feed it into 3 hammers, like this. Then one of those goes into another compressor, and then into another hammer. That makes the sand. Then I need another compressor and another hammer, and that makes the dust. I think, I want to reorganize this so it's a bit cleaner. There. That's a bit awkward, but it works. I guess I can finish setting up these conduits. And I think I can probably move that down to there to make it easier to connect in to here. And then this one, I just need to clean up some of the connections. And that one should be fine too. Right. I'm not going to give it power just yet, because that's going to set the whole thing going. Actually, I can just clean it all out, and then as soon as I place down the cobble gen, that's what sets this all going. The wiring's a little bit messy, but whatever. It's connected. They all should have power. Now, how am I doing the item extraction? I don't know how well I've thought this through. Because it'll just pop out all of the items on top of the sieve. So then, vacuum hopper? They're pretty cheap. I forget the range on the open blocks one, but I think it might be 7 by 7. So then 1 vacuum hopper might be enough to get all of the sieves? Possibly. There we go. Let me just see. It's not going to tell me what its range is. It's either 5 by 5 or it's 7 by 7. Either way, putting it in the middle should work. So then I just need to pipe the items out this way into an auto compressor and then into a furnace. But I need the augment. I can get onto that in a minute. And then all of that then comes into this drawer controller, and should store all the items. And I can just connect the power over too. Right. That should be all of the machines in place. But I still have 2 auto compressors? Am I missing something? Right. I was just going to have multiple compressors to assist with each of the sieves. And yes, here, I can utilize the fact that item and power conduits can be on the same block. And that should work to power all of this, and to extract items. Cool. Now I just need one more thing. I just need to filter this insert so it doesn't put any of the ore pieces in. I guess that'd probably happen by default if the drawers fill up, but it can't hurt to have a safety net. And I don't think I've got any filters lying around, so I'm just gonna have to make another one. And I can probably make an advanced one easier, because an advanced one does have more options in it, and I'm probably gonna need more. Or slots, not options. Or is it a big item filter? I can't make that just yet. I'm pretty sure advanced is a bit bigger. I guess I can see then. How big is this? I think that's double slots, and that should be good. So it should only accept the final ingots and the various dusts and other gems that I get out of this. Right. Now I need to get the augment for this redstone furnace, and probably some things to make it quicker. And I guess while I'm at it, I can upgrade the energy cell, because this can also take upgrade kits. So this shouldn't be too bad. I've already done this before. Just need 2 hardened upgrade kits, 2 reinforced upgrade kits, 2 signalum kits, and then finally 2 resonant kits. And I already had 3 auxiliary reception coil augments just sitting around this chest. Probably got them from a loot crate. But then I can upgrade all of these all the way to resonant and put the augments in. And now it's got pretty huge energy battery in there. And watch the storage here. It's a lot of zeros. I think that's 5 billion? Oh no, it's only 500 million. Still a lot. What was once almost the entire battery doesn't even register. So, I think that's everything. Something I did think of to make this go a little bit cleaner is to split the ores that I get out between the auto compressors, just so that they're all going. That's gonna mean I need a couple more filters, but they're not too expensive. And I should be able to just put 3 into each of these. Yeah, that should be fine. So then, I guess there's nothing for it but to turn it on. Should fill with cobblestone. It's supposed to evenly split it between all the things, but it's just all going ahead into the dust. Well, eventually this will fill up and then it'll start spreading more evenly. Okay, now it's full, and now this one's going. So that should start making some of the gravel. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. The dust is going, but it's not being picked up by that vacuum hopper. The bottom siev's going now too. Is that going to get picked up and put through? No, it's not. It's just kind of sat on the bottom there. Okay, I think I need a couple more vacuum hoppers then. Okay, I can do this. It should now be extracting everything and putting it through wherever it's needed. And there's some things coming into the drawers. Oh, but the ingots aren't going through. Why not? Oh, there we go. Okay, never mind. I hadn't quite configured the redstone furnace correctly. That should be all good now. And it should be able to keep up with the ores coming through. Yeah, it looks to be slowly working its way through the backlog. Oh, it is running out of power though. Hang on. Let me grab my infinite water source back. Put it in there. And then I can turn these all on again so they can start generating some power. Okay. So it looks like all of this is fine. Ooh, wait a minute. I think I need another slot. Or is there something here that I can get rid of? I don't really care about black quartz dust. Or crushed black quartz, rather. But I'm out of slots in here. Then I can increase the priority on these and put black quartz in there. So then it should prioritize putting the ore pieces in here before it tries to put them into the draw controller. But this shouldn't end up having any space for it anyway. Okay. I'm just going to need something to bin a lot of this excess. There we go. It's filtered and it's a negative priority. Actually, I probably could just keep it as a negative priority, so then if it overflows, it'd be fine. But as long as the redstone furnace can keep up, these should never be full. And the drawers should, well, they don't have the void upgrade in them right now, but once I get that upgrade, they should automatically avoid the overflow. So I guess the negative priority is just a second safety net here. But yeah, I can already see it's deleting some of the excess. Right. Then the last thing for me to do here is to connect this over to the power source. So then it should just continuously fill this with coal and redstone. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if I actually need a chest, but if I can just have easy access to some of this. But that's what the drawers are for. Yeah, I've convinced myself I don't need this chest anymore. So there we go. That should be the entire thing. Now, do I have time to upgrade these drawers? Can I even afford these upgrades? I can do empowered emetic crystals, so I guess I can do the level 4 upgrade, and I can do the void upgrade too. So I just need to make a bunch of these upgrade templates. I need 4 of the void ones. While I'm here, I can make a draw key. And then how many emeralds have I got? 22. So that should be enough for the rest of these upgrade templates I've got. The empowered crystals? I might be able to do that. How do I get beryllium? I don't know. I need the ingot to make the dust, and I need the dust to make the ingot. I don't have the time to look for something to do that. I don't know if I can get the tier 3 upgrade, but I can get the tier 1 and the tier 2. So I'll just make 4 of the tier 2 upgrade and put 1 in all of these. So they can all hold 56 stacks, which seems to me like all I'm ever really going to need. So that should be good. I have noticed that I don't have any coal or redstone, so I don't know how much these systems are going to be running, but it's passive enough that it can make a profit, and I think that's fine. I can debug this some other time, because I am thoroughly out of time for this video. This took a lot longer than I was expecting it to. I might even have a longer video than I expected to have, but that's it. That's the auto sieve done. And that's one of the most significant goals, alongside power generation. And I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I think this looks really cool. And even though I was talking about how I didn't really care about making the most efficient thing in the world, this ended up being kind of close to that. Because I'm still at the very least doubling all of the ores that go through. I know if I can chain a bunch of the mechanism machines together, I can get like 4 or 5 times ore processing, but that's really expensive and really finicky, and it's easy to just throw everything in a redstone furnace. But I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not entirely sure what to get on with next time. I don't want to immediately jump into environmental tech and start working on a replacement for this. I kind of want to sit with it for a little while. Maybe I return to the magic mods. Maybe I finally get onto AE2. I don't know, there's plenty of things that I can do, and I'll figure that out next time. So, I don't think I've got anything else to say, so I'm going to call the video here. Bye.